I'm quite an introverted person. Although I speak a lot, when you guys, when you start speaking to me now, you open me up. I speak.
Yeah.
But away from this camera, I'm quite introverted. I'm a very personal, and quite a loner. I've always been like that. It's my upbringing. I won't go into it today. That's a story for another day.
Oh, nice.
And it's only as I've gotten older that I realised actually I'm a bit of a loner. And so when all the lights are off and stuff, I'm a very private person.
Yes. Welcome to the 13th and final round podcast.
And today you have a special guest and a good friend.
Yes, we do. We have Don Charles
in the house. Yes.
So for me, this is a real pleasure because you have people in boxing that the people foresee with their eyes and they're known. And then you have people that are in the background doing their thing equally as good, but maybe not seen by the general public. And why I'm happy right now is I see Don, who's been in boxing a very long time, always like listening to you, always get value from listening to you. And I can see you're getting your dues now, and it's coming forward more. Not that people in boxing always knew more, the hardcore people, but now with Daniel doing what Daniel's doing and coming forward, I love listening to him talk sport. Are we going to see more of a talk sport thing from you?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, like you just alluded to, I've been doing this for a long time, the boxing thing, and you know, it's a passion of mine, and also I'm one of these people. I'm not. Some people have called me arrogant. I'm not. I'm a very confident human being, and I'm also. I do it for myself. I do it for myself, and it's a passion of mine.
You can see that. I mean, the way you articulate yourself, the way you I find that we talked to Johnny Nelson a lot about you. Johnny rates you high. So he always talks highly of you. But I think you're fair. I think in everything that you communicate, you see it from both angles. You say blah 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 blah. And this is why I think it should be very pragmatic, especially when you were on Talksport a couple of weeks ago. You break down why and Joshua's fight that is what makes sense.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, it's a no-brainer for an all British encounter. I don't think they should look elsewhere. There was nothing to think about. The plan was that the winner out of Hrgovic and Dubois fights Joshua. I don't think they anticipated that Dubois would win. That's what that tells me. Okay, no way. I mean, I'm one of these people. I'm like a racehorse with blinkers. I am aware of what's.
But you're ignoring, you concentrate on the distance.
Concentrate on the job ahead, and we knew that we were gonna win, but all the experts seems to know better, although I'm the one in the gym day to day with the fighter,
Seeing what
the
he's seeing.
so I know what the fighter is capable of.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying experts shouldn't exist. They need to coexist with us in every walk of life. It's almost like positive and negative energy needs to exist. Yeah, they need to coexist, positive and negative, okay? The life would be so boring if there was no negative, right? But I choose to be on the positive side. Yeah, I'm a positive person. The universe has positive and negative energy. I choose to stay on the positive.
That's right, attitude.
Yeah. That's
So
me.
what was the feedback after that fight? What was it like now?
Well, the feedback in terms of
from everybody, all the press.
the people. I'm quite an introverted person. Although I speak a lot, when like you guys, when you start speaking to me now, you open me up. I speak.
Yeah.
But away from this camera, I'm quite introverted. I'm a very
Personal.
I'm quite a loner. I've always been like that. It's my upbringing. I won't go into it today. That's a story for another day.
Oh, nice.
And it's only that as I've gotten older that I realised that actually I'm a bit of a loner. Yeah. And so when all the lights are off and stuff, I'm a very private person. Yeah.
I can understand that. A lot of people in my life think that I'm an extrovert. My wife will tell you that I'm very introverted myself.
Yeah.
Everyone outside the house thinks, oh, John, I'm not. I actually like getting home and being myself.
Yeah.
So I'm a thinker. I'm always
The
thinking.
same here, snap. I think a lot.
Evaluate the day.
Yeah.
Because the way someone explained it one time about introvert extrovert is extroverts get energy from being around people. Introverts get energy from being on myself. When I'm around people, I work with them. When I go when I'm exhausted, emotionally because of the energy. There's a couple of people don't do that to me. And it's one of my wives. You definitely do that to me all the time.
Stop it. Don't you time me out.
You have a podcast, I take a nap and he's like...
No. The man is on the phone all the time. And on Sunday when you're with your family, we need to talk, we need to have a meeting. No, but that's how it is. It's busy. That's how it goes.
You gotta keep on your toes though, aren't I?
No, man.
Listen, thanks this week letting you use your gym.
Yeah.
We've got some really good podcasts this week.
Appreciate that.
Daily Perellis, he says hi by the way to Mission.
Yeah. Good, nice man.
I love Daily Perellis. We started following each other randomly because I used to train at the Ingles camp. We both trained at Ingles camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how it works, when we was at Ingles in the 90s around Nas put this video and I made a comment daily. They liked my comment and friends and we were speaking in voice messages for 3 years.
Okay.
And then on Monday it was the first time
Right.
It felt like
We've known each other.
because you got things in common. You know what I mean? And then I went from Sheffield to train in Manchester and we randomly
We swapped over.
Nice.
So when I finished, obviously I was signed to Frank Maloney, and I was English and British Masters champion, middleweight and super middleweight. And then I'm signed to Frank Maloney, and then I got my contract back, went to the Ingles. So I went in his bedroom, and he came with
That seemed like a whole lifetime ago. But I like what you said there about the coexist. The reason that we started to do this channel, to give you a bit of context, we're living our lives, we're doing what we're doing. I'm a nutritionist by qualification and S&C coach. Obviously I've got boxing as well, so I've got all three things going for me. Get locked down and we're all behind closed doors. He opened the WhatsApp. It's now got 300 fighters on there.
And trainers as well. We all just collaborate and we chat.
So and even guys like Adam Smith were joining this week. And Johnny Nelson, everyone's on there. And people that can ask for sparring, people can ask for what they want, but then at the same time, we keep the culture of the group positive.
That's it.
But we give it a safe place. So
Is it called 13?
No,
it's called. I've called it Boxing Champs Group. That's what I called it.
You should call it the 13th round. You could do.
Yeah, I could do.
Tie it all in.
Well, it makes sense.
Well, we'll put a profile picture of the 13th on it anyway.
Ian Knapp is a good example. I don't mind us saying this because it's open.
He was on it from day one.
He added him into WhatsApp group, and at the time he was homeless and he was addicted to alcohol and struggling. And then he didn't know how to ask for help outside with the general public fighter. So within the group we started asking for help, and then people were rallying around him. And that's why we decided
throw him
to
out.
actually win. There's a lot of fighters struggling after boxing.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
It's one of the things I want to instrumentally engineer
Yeah.
going forward.
yeah.
I've got a lot of plans, and that's one of them because there's no reason why that should be the case.
that's
People
right.
who put so much in,
Get nothing out.
the pioneers, such to say, and it's sad. There's Errol Bomber Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah. So God willing, I won't say too much, but we're all on the same wave.
Yeah, you're on wavelength. Yeah.
We're on the same wavelength. So again, that's another.
We can help. We can help.
Yeah. No, but what you guys are doing already, that is what you just said to me.
Yeah.
That's
But also like boxers, obviously, we haven't been brought up like to know how to spend our money, how to invest our money. That managers don't give you that. They want to take off you. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but having said that, I wouldn't like to, when I say pass the blame to the manager.
Yeah.
The boxer has to take ownership.
Yeah, but
on all accounts.
Yeah, but when they're young, you're not really used to it. You know what I mean?
I understand,
So
but things have moved on.
That's right.
We've moved on. You have to move on with the times. You have to wake up and don't get the advance money and then you don't learn.
Split off, and that's right.
And stuff. Anyway, like I said,
Liverpool remains amazing.
Yeah.
But he's right, because it's a level of accountability. You're an adult, and it gets to an extent where
Yeah.
you have to take
That's
ownership.
right.
In anything in life, it doesn't have to be boxing.
That's it.
Yeah, you have to take ownership, and I'm all about preaching positivity.
Yeah.
And there's no point in
dwelling.
yeah. You go through all the troubles of going through your amateur rank, whichever angle you came into becoming a professional boxer.
Yeah.
You've struggled, you've gone through all that, then finally you get that paycheck, and then you gone whatever, blow it, you want to buy a fast car, or it should, like I said, take ownership.
That's right.
Of your money. The manager is there to advise you, yes, but in most cases, the managers do probably advise these guys.
Some managers do, they do.
They turn a deaf ear to it. So the manager can't. It's like a trainer, for instance. I can only advise my fighter, the do's and the don'ts. The minute they leave my gym, okay,
It's down to them.
It's down to them. Got to take ownership. Yeah. So anyway, let's move on.
Well, anyway, we'll start from the beginning. And when he started the gym and everything, how did he come to start a gym? The boxing gym here as well, a nice place.
Yeah, basically, it's a long story. Again, like I said, we probably need to do a 6-part. This is part 1.
Yeah, start from the beginning. Well,
You know, I'm always, if you hear a lot of my interviews I give all through different networks, I always mention the fact it's consistent. I always say God is great.
Yeah.
The universe is great. Yeah. I didn't realize when I got into this that I will end up where I am today with it.
Yeah.
And I'm still aspiring to establish myself more, because I've got a lot of plans what I want to do within the boxing industry. So fast forward, I'm just going to give you like an outline. You asked me a question. How did this all start? If I went line by line, it will be here.
It's okay. Right. Break it down. Yeah. No problem.
Right. Former amateur boxer from Brixton, South London.
Yeah.
People who my juniors, I boxed at Brixton ABC.
Okay.
Brixton and District ABC. Spencer Fearon boxed for my club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny Williams boxed for my club.
Yeah.
They were my juniors at my club. I'm 10 years older than Danny and Spencer.
Okay.
And so when I was doing the ABAs, Danny Williams was my actually official sparring partner, though he was only 17, 16, 17.
Right.
I was a 26, 27-year-old man, fully grown man.
Yeah.
And Danny our club was a little club. The neighbouring clubs were bigger than us, like Fitzroy Lodge is bigger than us. Lynn Athletic, they were
Went there yesterday.
Yeah, went there yesterday.
We did Wayne Alexander.
Yeah.
Oh, you did win there, okay.
Yeah.
So So basically, we were only a little club in Brixton, but this little club had a handful of fighters, really good fighters who went on to box for other clubs to win. Like Danny Williams moved from our club, Brixton, moved to Lynn,
that's right, yeah.
and that's where he started breaking through and stuff. So there was a lot of talented guys in that club, little club in Brixton. Marcus McCrae.
Yeah, I remember him.
He was from that club. There's a lot of kids. Michael Pavel. Michael was like myself. Michael was very, very good. You know, never turned pro. I never turned pro. When I boxed purely because I loved it. It's a passion of mine. I loved it. I had no intentions of turning pro. My father would have beat the living hell out of me. I used to get beat for
anything.
Rugby.
Wow.
Played rugby for my school. Yeah.
Wow.
For my school in East London. When I used to come back from trials, all muddy and stuff.
Yeah.
And my dad would say to me, "Where have you been?" I didn't come home.
On the school.
I shouldn't come. School hours.
Yeah.
I said, "Dad, I went for trials for Newham rugby." He said, "Rugby? What is this?" And he'll give me some slaps. He said, "Go and read your books about play. What is this?" He used to say, "Rugby. What is this rugby?"
Rugby.
It's a white man's game. What are you playing? Have you seen any black people playing rugby?
Education. That's black
read
people.
Your books, read my books. Read my books. My dad was all about the books, you know. And anyway, fast forward. So when I finished, I had my last amateur fight in 1989 against a guy you probably will know. His name is a heavyweight. He actually boxed with the Lynn Athletic. His name was Harry Senior.
Harry Senior.
Right, that was my last ever. We'd had 2 fights, me and Harry. We fought on their club dinner show. I beat him. Then on the southern area or southeast states, he beat me. And that was in 1989. So after that fight, I was supposed to have lost that. I lost my father literally 6 weeks prior to going into that fight.
Yeah.
I was in Africa to bury my father. Came back. I must have had 2 weeks training, running stuff. I'm naturally an athletic person.
Yeah.
I don't drink, I don't smoke. It doesn't take me long to get fit. So I went into that fight and took it for granted because I already beaten Harry. I'll do it again. No, he beat me when it really mattered. And after that, I went into big, deep depression. Yeah, through losing my father.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that went wrong in my life during that period. I've lost my house.
Wow.
I lost my house. I had a 5-bedroom house. I was age of 26. I bought it. My first ever purchase. It was a 5-bedroom house. Through the recession, there was not just me, the whole country was in the recession. I got caught. I was one of the victims of that recession period. I lost my house and went into deep depression. I didn't know what depression was. I didn't know. And went to see somebody. I couldn't afford it. One of my colleagues, Ollie Williams, he recommended that one of his friend's father is a neurologist in Harley Street. I said, I haven't got Harley Street money. He said, no, he'll do it for free. I told him, you're a friend. He went there, he assessed me. That's when he said to me, you
got mental depression.
And there were some pills that I was given from St. Thomas's Hospital. They gave me these pills that I was taking. And then I will be all right. Then literally within 4 hours later, I'll have panic attacks.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't know what depression was.
Yeah. It's all new.
So when I went to see this gentleman at the Harley Street, he said to me, give me those. He put them in the bin. I said, what are you doing? He said, you don't, because he told me to give him a list. Give him anything that's happened in my life, no matter how insignificant I think it might be, just for the last 12 months, he said to me, tell me anything, good, bad, whatever.
Yeah.
So I started saying, lost my father, lost this, lost my house,
Calculated.
He was like, he had glasses and you know how. He said, I must have got to about eight points of what's happened to me. He said, you think you're Superman, don't you? I said,
Too much.
Right? He said, have you seeked any help for any of these, like counselor? Like, I said, no. He said, so he said those pills, the one now knows Prozac.
Wow, yeah.
Right? I didn't know what an antidepressant pills. I don't know. The only thing I ever get is a common cold. I take flu tablets like every
Yeah.
I don't take anything else. And he took those, threw them away, and I probably the attacks carried on for another couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and disappeared.
Yeah, it's quite your body.
From that day, like back in 1989, 1990, all I've ever put in my mouth is, like I said, a cold tablet. If I got a cold, I don't take nothing. Yeah. So just goes to show you. So this God's angel, I call that man that diagnosed me. Otherwise, I wouldn't know.
That's right.
Yeah. So fast forward, then after I'd lost my house in South London, a friend of mine, Michael Ryan, who lived in Finchley, he said to me, there's a flat going for sale above his flat in Finchley Central. Remember, I'm living in Dulwich, South London. Yeah?
Long way.
And that's my area.
Wow.
South London is my area.
Yeah.
Right? North London. I said, Mike, I haven't got any money. I'm broke. I just lost my house. I haven't got no money. He said, find it, get a deposit, And I had 2 cars at the time. My cars probably, when I say probably, I know exactly how much they fetched. I sold 2 cars and I raised about 15 grand. Yeah, and can't live in a house in a car, can I? So
No, just to get rid of it, and start
get
again.
rid of the car, raise the deposit. I find myself buying a flat in Finchley above my friend's flat. Got the flat, and then let me go back a little bit.
Okay.
After I lost my house, after the neurologist diagnosed me as being depressed. So what I did, I packed my bags, left the house because the house was being repossessed. One of my best friends, the Asian guy, Deco, his name is Deco Bao. His uncle had moved to Ireland, Cork. Yeah, he bought literally half of Ireland. They're traders, they're
Right,
fashion.
okay.
And he invited me, he said, look, come over to Ireland, let's regroup. Yeah. And I went over to Ireland. I was living in Ireland for 10 months in Cork City, working for my friend, you know. I was driving from Cork to Dublin because they were in fashion. They had a shop. So I was driving with no sat nav. There was no sat nav.
No, map you got.
Read the map. Oh, you know,
Wow.
crazy. When I look back, I get, how the hell did you?
We did it though. We weren't lazy them days there,
Do it. And then I came back to London from Ireland temporarily just to sort out the paperwork for the house that was being repossessed. And then I met who then became my partner, who I had my son George with. So basically, had I not come back and met that woman, I would have still been in Ireland.
Wow.
My friend's still in Ireland. This is back in 1990, 1989, 90. So the chance visit back to London, met who became my missus, Adele Fox. Then the way the planet has it, we met up, then we started, we moved to Finchley together into the flat I bought. Being my background being African, education first. And then we're also my tribe, the Igbo tribe.
Igbo tribe. Who was saying?
I say I'm a Nigerian. I have a Nigerian passport, but really my original country is called Biafra.
Right.
If you get a chance, put it on the internet, you will cry when you see the information that comes up. Is there? Yeah. We lost 3.5 million people in 3 years in a conflict between Biafra and Nigeria.
Right.
Yeah, it's a 3-year conflict. I was 6 years old when that war started. I was 9, coming up to 10 years old when it finished. We lost a lot of people. I personally lost people.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even be here. I should have died in that war. I'm not going to go into what happened. Look into Biafra, Biafra.
Gee, Biafra.
Okay. So anyway, that's that chapter. So Biafrans were natural traders. We sell anything. We just natural trading. It's in our DNA. We trade. Okay. So basically, although I've got an education background, I'm still here. I'm the firstborn of my family, and in our culture, traditionally, the firstborn is supposed to set the example. I've got 4 siblings, 2 girls, 2 boys. Unfortunately, lost my brother, the one next to me, the next one down from me. He became, I'm supposed to be a doctor or a lawyer, but he's the one who then became groomed by my father. He became a lawyer, my sister became a doctor, and the other one is in finance. And my last brother, Hector Chi, he was born in England, and he followed my footsteps. He didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer. We were the rebels of the family, yeah? So, again, like I said, having that trader DNA. So when I moved to Finchley, I looked around to see what Finchley needed. I was gonna open a bakery shop.
Wow.
I didn't. I've never
baked. You're just gonna open it.
Right. I noticed that there needed to be a florist, because when I go to buy flowers, I like flowers. To buy flowers for my missus, I have to travel really far to get good quality flowers. I thought, you know what they could do with a decent florist here. Guess what I did? I opened the florist.
Wow.
Yeah, in Finchley Central.
What do you call it?
The Flower Lounge.
Nice.
No, it's not.
No?
We sold it. We had it for 5 years.
Yeah.
We sold it. We were inundated by, we did really well with it. And then after I opened the flower shop, I said to my then partner, Susan, I said, you run the flower shop. I'm going to open a gym, a boxing gym. Yeah? I missed out a bit. When I left South London, when I was running a security company.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Nightclubs.
Okay.
Bars, restaurants, supply security to. There's a club in Brixton called The Fridge.
Right. What is that?
It was a big club in the 80s. I used to supply security for that. And I had loads of clubs, contracts in the West End. I used to supply security.
That's good.
So I've always done that, and I used to work it myself.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a group of guys, as we now know, there's a few movies been made about it called the Essex Boys. The 3 guys that got shot in the Range Rover. Right? They were when I say business partner, they were my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a club in Wandsworth called Club UK. They had half of the contract. I had half of the contract. They had 15 men. I had 15 men to run the club. And unfortunately, they lost their lives in that horrible incident in a Range Rover that got shot.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of my background. I always ran the security company while I was, when I finished boxing. So I used to take my doormen, invite them when I moved to Finchley to come and there's a studio I used to hire to come and do boxing. If you don't, I'm not going to give you as many hours as I would give to those who come to box. Yeah? And I meant that because if you're going to be doing security, you need to know how to look yourself. True. So that's how I started doing pads. And I used to copy what my coach, Floyd Alexander, coach. The guy who coached me, Danny Williams, Marcus McCray, Spencer Fear, and the guy that coached us, his name is Floyd Alexandra. And I'm looking for Floyd Alexandra. I can't find this man. I really can't. My coach. Yeah, he's younger than me. He's younger than me. Yeah? Okay. Floyd Alexandra, if you're out there, I'm putting this out to you. Hit me up. Don Charles, you trained me. This guy had a lot of hope in me to become the guy who did it for him.
Yeah.
But Danny Williams went and did it for him. Right. So therefore, if you're out there, Floyd, reach out. I'm reaching out to you. Connect me.
Definitely.
Floyd Alexander.
I've got a WhatsApp group. I'll put it in there as well.
Listen, yeah. So basically, the studio that I was using is literally about 3 miles, 5 kilometers.
Yeah.
It was a martial arts studio. The guys who were on, the lovely guys, they decided that they can't box with trainers or boxing boots on because the martial art
Bare feet, obviously,
I said, look, that's not gonna work because I've never boxed barefoot in my life. So I started to, that's what drove me to start looking for my own studio. So fast forward, I managed to secure a studio in Finchley Central. We're presently in North Finchley. Finchley Central is a mile that way. So I managed to secure a space. I won't even go to how I got that space. That's how the universe works. Got my first space. It was a disused car park, which I spent a lot of money to convert it to make it the gym that it became. 10 days after I got the keys for that space, I hadn't built it. It's a disused, smelly, horrible, dark, dingy car park. 10 days after I'd gotten the keys and signed the contract, I went to give my dear friend who passed away, Des Parks, he's a legendary DJ, Desmond Parks. He done all the rare groove. The guy who compiled all those. His name is Des Parks. He said, he called me up one day, said, what are you doing? I said, I've got a few hours free. Why? He said, I'm going to Notting Hill Gate to pick up some records. Every week, that's what he does. He's a DJ.
Update tunes.
I said, I can give you a lift to Notting Hill Gate. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'll give you a lift. I'm not doing that for a few hours. So we got in my Jeep. We're driving down, and to go to Notting Hill Gate, once you get to the bottom of Finchley Central, you turn right to go to the North Circular, which would then lead you to Park Royal and then get to Notting Hill Gate. Instead of doing that right turn, I said to Des, I need to get some petrol for my car. I crossed over the North Circular, pulled into a petrol station, got out, started putting petrol in my Jeep. And I could hear my friend Des, because he talks to anyone. That's his character. He's like Jason Matthews. He just talks to anyone, random people. I could hear him.
Like that as well.
I'm like that. Anybody,
I could hear him talking to a young man. So the conversation went like, are you a boxer? And I could hear the young man say, yeah. And he said to that young man, if you want to get better, you need to check my man over there. My man over there being me. So I'm still putting petrol in my car. So I sort of looked over. I saw, okay. I couldn't see the young man's face. I could only see his back, big back. So I carried on putting petrol in my car. Finished putting petrol, went into the kiosk to pay for the petrol. I saw this young man that my friend was talking to. He had it was summertime. He had a t-shirt that said Finchley Boxing Club, Finchley ABC. So I said to him, so you're a boxer? Then he goes, yeah. I said, you heard my friend, if you want to get better, check me. He goes, who are you? I said, I'm Don Charles. He said, where's your gym? I said, Finchley Central. He goes, there's no boxing gym in Finchley Central. Finchley ABC is 5 kilometers from here. It used to be in Finchley many years ago, but they moved it to Barnet. So when I said to him, my gym is in Finchley Central, he said, there's no boxing gym in Finchley Central. I said, there will be. Right? I said, I've just gotten the keys for it. Like my friend said, if you want to get better, you got to check me. He said, I gave him my number. Within a week or so, 10 days later, he rang me. And I invited that young man to come. I hadn't built it.
So you're just starting fresh.
I hadn't built it. So when he came to see the gym, what's gonna become the gym, it was to get into access, because it was a car park, disused car park, electric shutters that had broken down. It had broken down. You have to literally, he gave me a hand, we lifted it out, wedged it with a piece of So we got in there. and I had one bag, Lonsdale bag, hanging on a piece of rope.
Material one.
Yeah. I had a broken mirror from my flower shop hidden on the wall. We used to burn incense.
Yeah,
to kill
the smell,
Yeah.
the smell.
So, but me and my colleagues used to go in there. I was excited. I've got this space. I'm going to turn it into a gym. Yeah. We used to do pad work and stuff like that. So I said to him, come down. So when he came down, I said, right, let me see what you got. I picked up my pads.
Yeah.
I could see, okay, this kid's powerful, strong. He's only young. He was only 19.
Yeah.
I said, you're strong, but you have no balance.
Yeah.
I said, you're very strong, but you have no balance. I'm going to teach you how to balance yourself to maximize the power you can generate. That young man turns out to be Derek Chisora.
Oh.
I met him in a petrol station.
Gee.
I met Derek Chisora, a 19-year-old Derek Chisora. He'd only had 6 amateur fights when I met him.
You have the attitude he still got now.
Yeah. The
swagger.
The swagger.
Same.
He had that. He had that from day one.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started training him.
Yeah.
Behind the knowledge of his amateur club, actually ABC.
Yeah.
They didn't know, and whenever he had sparring coming up at his club, they'll invite me to come and watch, not to be the corner. And he used to tell them that his uncle is coming to watch him.
Oh, that's good.
So I used to stand in the corner
and watch
as his uncle to watch, and I'll go away. Then when he comes to me,
work on things.
He went and won the novice ABAs that year. And the following year, he won the senior ABAs.
And that's good one for you.
Hello, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm not taking nothing away from Finchley ABC, because Finchley ABC, they produced
I know what you're saying.
hundreds and hundreds of.
But you just patched him up.
Yeah.
You patched.
I would like to think that I enhanced and accelerated his development. Yeah. And like I said, right. Every time I speak about it, I don't speak about it very often. I always choke up.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was going to open that gym purely to carry on coaching my security guards.
Yeah.
Then kit fitters, people who want to learn basic fundamentals of boxing. That was all.
PTs and that, mate.
That was all. That was all. I never had no intentions. Oh yeah, I called Danny Williams. I reached out to Danny. I said, Danny, I've opened the gym. A studio. If you want to, because Jim McDonald was training Danny at the time.
That's right.
I said to Danny, if you want to get some pads,
extra work.
Yeah, he didn't turn up. I offered Julius Francis also. Julius was amateurs at the same time as me, all from South London.
Yeah.
So no one turned up. Yeah. So what I did, like I said, Derek, if I can say like how our mother gave birth to her. Derek gave birth to me as a coach.
Wow.
Right.
Derek flew me into the industry, maybe unknowingly flew me into the industry.
Nice, man.
It's only in the last 10 years, I've been at it for 20 years exactly.
Yeah.
The first 10 years, I thought, because me and Derek was like this, we just took off. Because of his personality, the character he had, people bought into the concept of and he can fight. Derek can fight. Yeah. And Frank Warren did what Frank Warren does. He knows how to promote people, to build people, should I say? Right? And there's so much to this story that I'm gonna leave, because if I carry on,
we'll catch up and we'll
gonna do a part 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably part 10.
Listen.
Yeah. This is like a Rocky story.
Wow.
My life is like a Rocky story. Okay. So that was Derek Chisora. Gave me recognition, brought recognition to myself and himself. Like I said, when I sit here, it's only in the last 10 years I realized how difficult it is to get into the industry.
It is.
Yeah, and to succeed in the industry. And I've trained 5 British champions. I've produced my resume. I haven't even written it down. My business partner, Ian Dewberry, who every so often he said, he calls me captain. He said, Captain, do you realize how many titles you've won as a coach? I don't count it because I'm still, it's almost like a plane taking off.
You're still focusing.
You know the control tower says, right, time to lift up. You're on the wrong way. Boom, you're airborne. You're still climbing. We haven't even, to me, in my opinion, I haven't even leveled. You know the plane finds the right height.
Economical.
Then the plane will level. Then take you to your destination and you land.
And then you go again.
I'm still
going up, still setting off.
So I haven't had time to level, to count the belts, the titles. That's my mentality.
Wow, that's good.
That's my mentality.
Because you know, age, you're not satisfied. You still want more.
I'm still
You're still hungry.
I'm starving. I'm more than hungry. I'm starving.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm still climbing. I haven't. The only belt that exists in boxing that I haven't won as a coach is a world title.
You will get that.
Oh, most definitely.
You will get that. You will definitely.
So, most definitely. So, it took me 10 years to realize, right? Because people obviously didn't think that you're going to make it or break through. They didn't take me serious. The industry I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's only when they realize, I'm gonna say, this guy is like, because I had no background. Well, when I say I had no background, I was a former amateur boxer. Yeah, so I didn't have the usual entrance.
Yes.
My entrance was unusual. My entrance was extraordinary. So it was kind of 10 years later. No, hello, come in. Yeah.
Come in. It's okay.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah. No. We'll keep it going. It's reality, man. Reality.
That's my partner.
Hey.
Maxine.
Hey. How you doing? You okay? Nice to meet you.
Don't forget Hendrix.
Nice to meet you. No, bring Henry in. Bring Henry in. Bring him in. Come on. Put him in the camera. Come in. Say hello.
Hendrix. Come.
Oh,
hello.
Come. Let him go, babe.
I know. Don't forget
It's all right.
outside, baby.
It's okay. All right. Show your face. Henry, say hello to the camera.
Say hello to the camera.
Say sausages.
This is the next champion. He's gone.
Yeah, sit in, you know? Yeah. Sit out, sit in, wherever, you know?
Anyway, you can listen.
So basically, so Derek flew me into the industry. It's only then what I started to experience. I don't take drugs or intoxicate. I don't drink alcohol. So I'm always sober. So when you develop a sense of paranoia, it's not through doing
anything, just as natural.
These things exist. Energy. I'm a guy who picks up energy. Like I said earlier on, the beginning of this.
It's the same as him. He's the same as well.
Energies. We're all made up of energy. Human beings, we operate by energy. So after I become very, very sensitive and I pick up energy, and then I realize there's a lot of the word we use now, haters. A lot of haters. A lot of blockers, people who are not happy for your.
I want to stop your process going through.
Right. So when I realized that, I thought, okay, watch me now. So you guys won't acknowledge me, Okay. If somebody succeeds in anything they're doing, I'll be the first to congratulate them and genuinely acknowledge them, and it inspires me. I draw inspiration.
That's right.
I draw inspirations from people's success. I said, if they can do it, I'm gonna do it, because that's encouraging to see a next human being that breathes oxygen, bleeds red blood. My late mother used to say that the people who have succeeded have only got one head like you and die.
That's it.
So if they can do it, you can do it. So I always hear my mom's voice in my head. So like I said, what I've experienced in the last 10 years is quite where people are genuinely, they smile to your face, they embrace you, they're behind your back. They'll try and block your path.
Listen, what you're all saying here, we're on the same journey.
I'm sure.
We're on the same journey. But where it's still going, we're looking forward. We're ignoring. We've got the blinkers on.
Put your blinkers on.
And we're getting up there.
If you believe in what you do, this goes out to not just to us, to all people watching, young people, old people, like myself. don't let no man or woman that breathes oxygen and bleeds red blood to tell you that you can't do.
That's
and
right.
Follow your dreams.
That's right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And those who are ready to shoot you down because their life must be so miserable. They have succeeded in their life. So they spend their time
That's
trying
it.
to pull people who are chasing their dreams.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and it took me a long time. I'm a very gullible human being. I still am. Yeah. But I've had to. That's why I've become.
Are you trusting?
That's why I've become very introverted.
Yeah.
Because the people have changed.
Yeah. So you don't trust a lot of people.
No, people have changed.
Yeah.
I'm more aware.
Yeah.
I'm more aware of people now, human beings.
So the people you want to bring in, that's who you trust.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so but your circle is smaller.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get smaller.
It's crazy because even up until 3-4 years ago, we have Facebook friends, Instagrams all over.
And it's gone
Trying to get
smaller.
one down to one hand.
Yeah.
Because quality time, quality relationships.
100%.
That's it.
Things change. People have changed a lot.
Yeah.
I'm settled with my missus. You've seen the dog. I got a wife and I got a dog.
That's it.
Don't need a life.
That's
I've got a wife, I ain't got a dog. Working on it.
Working on the dog. Have you got a wife and a dog?
No, I'm fine. I'm like,
Why not?
anyway, I'm looking for a wife out there. Anybody?
And a dog.
Emailers, man, and a dog as well. No, vicious dog though, not vicious dog. I want a small one.
We've got dogs going.
A small one though.
Yeah.
No, I'm too big, you know.
No. Too small.
I want to go in my own house. Yeah, I want to go in my own house and say, hi, yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm going to take it into the easier.
Try to find me a wife, you know. But
Why not? Help your friend.
Yeah, different.
yeah, man.
Yeah. So basically, so that's what brings your man the man now known as Don Charles.
Yeah.
God is great. I always have to repeat that. I always have to put
you have to be.
That the universe is very powerful. Yeah. And if you put out positivity out into the universe, guess what? You will draw positivity back.
Well, it's like.
So for all those who are putting a negative energy,
it's going to turn back.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Because you're only going to get negative energy thrown back at you.
That's
all right? So put out positivity and you will receive positivity.
That's a good word.
Saying that, this is what I've learned. When you start, and I didn't learn this at first, but I've learned it through time. I built my social media up to 200,000 followers.
Wow.
And then
remarkable. Shake me on that.
And then
remarkable.
And then I get all negative comments everything.
You will do.
Yeah.
And I realised that when you're doing not doing very well, you won't hear anything.
No.
When you do well, you'll hear everything.
Yeah.
Right. So that means you're doing something right.
Correct. When you're being criticised and people are actually talking about you, you're doing something right.
That's it.
Yeah. And I've had to learn.
No, yeah.
And
I would like to tell
Spin into a positive.
Yeah.
And I learned this is that when someone's talking about you, it means they've got too much time. I don't have time to talk about you.
Exactly. So, but it took me forever to get that sort of mindset. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still aspiring to. I'm still that plane on the lift up.
Still going, still climbing. Yeah, that's right. You're still getting experience as you're going up.
Level. There's so much I want to do. Put back into the industry. God willing, God aids me, gives me the strength that I've got, the energy, mental, and it's not just physical, mental energy to bless me. I feel blessed, and to carry on doing the work I'm doing, and I will only, like I said, there's a few things I want to introduce within the industry.
This is what I get from you. Tell me if I'm telling right, because I'm like, we're both Christians.
Yeah, we're both Christian.
And when I walked away from boxing, I tried to commit suicide twice. Found that, found my wife, I got married, she took me to church. We were 3 months in my Bible school, and then ended being a preacher.
Pastor, yeah.
And then we hit lockdown and I had these skills of being able to pass to people. And the WhatsApp group went up, and then Ian Knapp and all these people at homes. And then we did a WhatsApp group with counsel and helping people in private. Then we said we need to launch a podcast 13th and final round.
So we launched it.
After
Yeah.
or in their active career,
Yeah.
the 13th round in their active career.
I love the concept.
Yeah.
So then from there, I said to him, right, the podcast is doing well. When we met you 2 years ago,
Yeah,
it's doing well.
that's what we're
But
starting
we want
off
to get
then.
on active circuit and talk to active fighters. So I got a press pass about 8 months ago, and I'm going to the events and talk to fighters live.
You go to all the events, the zone, know a lot of them now. Every one of them, Queensbury,
Good on you.
Matchroom, we've got them all.
We're everywhere, right? So the reason we wanted to as well is we got sick and tired, and we went back to a comment you made right back at the start, what I loved. I don't know. Coexist.
Yeah.
Like what I said again, positive energy
And negative energy.
they have to coexist.
Yeah.
Evil and good
That's it.
to coexist. One can't live without the other.
No.
I agree.
Simple as that.
Really, I completely agree.
When you start to have those, I didn't have those understandings
Yeah.
earlier on in my life.
Yeah.
It's only when you examine things, it's that okay, you
Yeah.
reach a conclusion. You think, okay, they need one another to
One or the other. Like in the Bible, God said you can't worship two masters. It doesn't balance. You can't have one or the other.
Absolutely.
Because I go to church myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We both go to church. So as we're doing this podcast, we believe in God. We have haters and everything, but we always put God first.
What I've always got from you listening to you and then now being in front of you, and the reason we went out is because we wanted to stop having the fighters having to ask the same old questions. How's training camp?
Yeah.
How's this? How? I want to ask real questions, loaded questions. Questions that often people, the comments that we're getting is
Ridiculous. Good.
So
Positive, yeah.
Finally, the fighters are getting asked proper questions.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to say that I got from you. You're the type of person, if I'm reading right, and we feel the same way as you, we don't take from things, we add to things. Because we're blessed by what we're doing, we're thankful for what we're doing, and we want to keep adding to it and we want to leave a legacy. We don't just go into something and take from it.
That's it.
You have to
Improve. Leave a mark to know that you've been there. You've
Correct.
done this.
Correct.
History, legacy.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah. And that's what you're leaving, and I know you're leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my age is a factor because with the experience I've gotten, not just boxing experience,
Yeah, life in general, yeah.
Life experience. Life is an education on its own. It's a university on its own. Life. So I've gotten all that, and I've got a lot of knowledge in a lot of things in life, and I apply it, and I constantly advise young people. Parents bring their kids to our gym.
Well, I've seen that this morning. I've seen how it is.
Jason Matthews, Ian Dewberry, we're all mentoring children. I don't promote it, go out there, say I do this and that. It's just a natural thing to do. And I want to, God willing, I want to do more of it, more and more.
Yeah.
The more voice I get from doing my passion, the boxing thing, the more I can help.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what I'm here for.
That's good.
There's other things I'm doing, which is not for today. Tell you guys. I will invite you back. It's been really, really good. Like you do ask different questions. I must approach it. I must tell you in front camera, your approach is very different. Yeah.
And we appreciate your time.
Can I be honest?
You know what I mean?
You don't script really any questions.
Well,
You don't
it's off the cuff.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's flowing.
Yeah.
To be fair,
And you've done longer than half an hour, isn't that right?
you go.
Isn't that right?
45.
How long is it now?
Yeah.
There you go.
know-
And you enjoying yourself?
No, I charge by the minute.
No, I'll stop him, man.
I'm like a black taxi. Mix is running.
But you know what it is? We appreciate because look at this, you come off the plane and you come here.
I came straight
Straight off the plane and straight here.
Straight from Prague.
So that is respect and working.
And this gentleman, this is how hungry
And
you
we
guys-
waited for you
waited.
from 9 o'clock.
You waited.
From 9 o'clock in the morning.
Waited. And
we appreciate you.
Yeah,
which is brilliant.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
thank you.
That's what it takes. That that
Drive.
that drive, that sacrifices you making,
Yeah.
you will.
Listen,
You will.
loads of value out of this.
Yeah, definitely.
Personal value.
Let me give you a prime example. Sorry to interrupt you,
No problem.
because when you get old,
Yeah. You have to say it.
I got something if I don't say it,
Yeah, you don't forget
it's
it.
dead.
Yeah.
Right, see what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I'll give you a prime example, and I'll say it to the camera.
Yeah.
And the man who I'm going to say it about, I want you to ring into or sign on to this, your 13th round. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? There's a man we now know as Cuban Cassius.
So we'll tell you a story in a minute.
No, it's on camera. There's a man we now know as Cuban Cassius. When you see Cuban next time, ask him. This is a positive
Yeah.
message I'm putting out. Yeah? Ask Cuban Cassius, how did you get into the industry?
Wow.
Ask him.
I'll ask you.
I
Yeah?
asked him.
Right.
We interviewed him this week and I asked him.
We interviewed him. You know, we interviewed him. He was surprised.
What did he say to you?
No, he was surprised. I said, can I give you an interview? He goes, what? I said, no. I know it's strange to you,
Yeah.
but why not? Why can't we help you?
Right.
I've been looking up at you
Right.
since we was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before we started this.
Yeah.
And he was surprised. He was shocked.
Right.
I would give him an interview.
Right. Coogan is my friend.
Yeah.
Coogan and his business partner, ex-business partner, James Hilda.
Yeah.
They used to be escorted, asked to leave press conferences.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
trespassers or anything.
That was really, I said, yeah.
But wait, guess who used to guest them in?
You.
I mean, I watched it.
Me.
Yes.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah? I used to say to because there was no Eddie Han around back
Yeah.
then. Yeah? Yeah? They used to be asked to leave the press conference.
Wow.
Whenever there's any press conference, it's me that will guest them in. But ask him.
Wow. Open the doors for him.
Ask him.
Well, I asked him,
Yeah?
I should show you that. We asked him how he got started.
And what did he say? He wouldn't say that. He
We
wouldn't
didn't get
say
an
that.
answer, but we got the answer.
You've got the answer there.
I'm telling you, Cook is my boy.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was me that used to guest. And who's to say, just the same way I met Derek Chisora, had I not met Derek Chisora, do you think I'd be sitting here? No.
Wow.
Events.
No. Fact.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Everything's a chain of events.
Absolutely, because I see people. I had a meeting. You see this lovely
Restaurant.
local
Well, it's nice.
Right. About 3 months ago, I had
Yeah.
a meeting with a black gentleman. I have to say, I hate bringing Colin to it. A black gentleman was sitting on one of the tables there.
Yeah.
Halfway through the meeting, we both held hands.
Wow.
He's sitting opposite me. I cried.
Wow.
He started crying. I started crying. I'm 62. He's 65. I'm not gonna say his name. He knows who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you cried.
He's 65. I'm 62. And our stories.
What's
like
similar?
that.
Wow.
He's asking me, how did you get to where you are? I want to get to where you are, brother. I said, the brother's still working in an amateur club. There's nothing wrong with that. But he's never been promoted from his position in that club. I won't say which club it is.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah?
I understand what you're saying.
You kept him on the same level.
I said, I will guide you because I know how treacherous it is, the waters. Yeah? To help him, show him the way.
That's right.
Yeah, it's my duty, it's my obligation, okay? To whoever, it doesn't matter what color you are, it just so happens it was a black gentleman, just like myself.
Want to help.
He was older, I'm old, but he's older than me. And he's still, my plane is up there. He's waiting for control tower to say,
Set off.
clearance.
Set off.
Clearance to
Yeah.
control tower and talking to him. The radio's not working.
Wow.
He said to me, why? Right? So my duty, my obligations in this industry, I will say it straight in the camera. One of my ploys is to be in a position to help, don't matter what color you are, but predominantly is people of my own color that this affects, and it's unacceptable. Yeah, unaccept something else. I will do boxing for free.
Yeah.
I do boxing for free.
Yeah.
I don't promote it.
Yeah.
As in, I charge the professionals. Granted.
Yeah, I get you.
But there's so many professionals that I've trained in the past and still train that I don't take a penny of them.
Wow, because respect.
My deal with them is that I will not take a penny of you till you win the British title.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good, that's blessed me. Because there's a struggle coming up.
People only see the professionals that I like last year, your Chisoras, your Donald Dubois. I've trained Frank Buglioni, the established fighters, Miles Shinkwin. The list is endless. People I've trained over the years. Yeah. But the ones who are below that don't have the comfort with the channels that the likes of your Frank Buglioni and Miles Shinkwins, I don't charge them.
Because they're struggling as they're coming through. So you know how to feel. You know what the process to go through.
So anything I'm getting back now is the universe paying me
blessings
for the people that, like I said, if I had tons of money, I wouldn't charge for boxing.
Wow.
Yeah, I do a lot of freebies. It's my time. My old self, I'm still there. But God blesses me. The universe rewards me through blessing me with people like your Donald Dubois and your Derek Chisoras, who, like I said, gave me the entrance into the industry.
And that's good. That should happen. The reputation, we know about your reputation. Peter speaks highly of you. The reputation is just as important as anything, as the person.
Yeah, definitely.
That's more important to me than anything. That my legacy, I can actually start talking about legacy because of my age, and I'm within touching distance of winning. That fight the other day with Dan was supposed to be for a world title.
Wow.
But unfortunately, Usyk has been a prima donna. He won't release the title because he has to defend it 30 days after. I said to joking, I'm not going to make him a replica of the IBF. Dude, you're already an undisputed champion. What more do you want?
That's it. Share it.
You're an undisputed world champion, never be taken off you. And he's done magnificently to become undisputed at cruiserweight, undisputed at heavy. I mean, what an achievement!
It's an achievement.
Dude, release the IBF. Release the IBF.
Give someone a chance, man.
You know what I mean?
I want to ask you, because I've got you in front of me, there's not any day that I can get you something to ask these questions, but that body shot down your road, it's a good shot.
Of course I'm going to sit here and tell you, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was a low blow. No, because it was not a low blow.
Body shot, that man.
I know what I saw. I was 2 meters away.
Exactly, you're closer than anyone.
Right? I know what I saw, and I saw the reaction of the chap in the name of Usyk who got hit. And I will, one day, the spirit that I have, the spirit that I have, Mr. Alexander Usyk, one day, it could be in 20 years' time.
He'll admit it, man.
He's an old man. He will sit and he will confess
that out with the body shot.
Summon the spirits to enter him. He will confess to say, it was a legitimate blow. He will speak it from his own mouth. Where I come from, I've inherited it from my mother, my mother. If you do wrong to that woman, people who have done her wrong, eventually, it doesn't take they'll come out and spit it out. So he will confess it one day.
It has to do.
Remember the date, guys, what he said. Remember the date.
Today's what? The 15th.
15th of June 2024.
Right?
And
I said one day, it could be in 20 years' time, it could be in 30 years' time. I probably won't be here, but I will hear it. I'll hear the
Wow.
I'll hear the confession.
Wow.
I will feel his spirits.
Yeah, man. I like that.
Listen, we've taken more than enough time, Don. You said 30 minutes and we've got a lot more.
We respect this man, we respect his time.
The meter is still ticking.
We're going to close that right now. We're gonna speak to Don again. We could speak to Don all
Definitely,
day.
definitely.
Yeah, it's true, actually, yeah.
He's a boxing person like
Appreciate that and shake your hand, man.
My
Yeah?
pleasure, brother.
Thank you very much. Yeah?
We want to play a little game though.
Okay.
Little game, yeah? Do you like the game? You like the game?
So the winner stays in.
Okay.
All right, the winner stays in. All right. All right. So Wallaby Bruno who stays in.
So that there's a heavyweight competition.
Every competition, only one winner can stay in. Only the
While there's fighting Bruno.
Yeah, and who stays in?
Frank Bruno.
right. Bruno v Mike Tyson.
Frank Bruno.
Be Mike Tyson. Okay.
It's me, you're asking me if I'm giving.
I was shocked because you beat him twice. I thought you would say that. Okay, Bruno v Vitaly Klitschko.
Vitaly Klitschko.
Vitaly Klitschko v Anthony Joshua.
Vitaly Klitschko.
Vitaly Klitschko v Joe Frazier.
Vitaly Klitschko.
Vitaly Klitschko v George Foreman.
Foreman.
Foreman v Vladimir Klitschko.
Foreman.
Foreman v Tyson Fury.
Foreman.
Foreman v Daniel Dubois.
Foreman.
Foreman v Alexander Usyk.
Foreman.
Foreman's the man.
Usyk's
Foreman's no joke.
Yeah, no.
Foreman's the man.
Foreman's no joke.
Foreman's the man.
Okay, Foreman again. Elaborate. Why Foreman? Why you pick Foreman?
Because this man is an incredible human being,
Yeah.
and if Muhammad Ali wasn't around, he would have gone on like a train, running everybody over in that period. And that's how special the late, great Muhammad Ali, that's how special, the man that actually inspired me from the age of 14, when I watched that man, I said, that's who I want to be. Okay, so Foreman, like I said, he's still, the man that he is, he's still fresh. His faculties, everything. He's got loads of children, and he's there for them. Family's got a big family, and he looked after his money, and he's made a lot of money to be able to help people. So it's not just inside the ring, outside the ring. When I judge boxers of past, it's not just what they've done in the ring, but they also did outside the ring. Yeah. So Foreman is a great man.
He made the greatest comeback of all time.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, against Michael Morrow.
What you said there is really good as well, because I think Ali beat him emotionally, and spiritually. He didn't beat him physically.
No, it was emotionally. He done him. And that's what the man was so great. Ali. That's what. Again, it wasn't just what he did in the ring, Muhammad Ali. It's what he did outside the ring. You know, his beliefs, what he stood for, and there's only one Ali. There's only one George Foreman. There's only one Joe Frazier. All these guys, these legends, past legends, they made boxing what it is today. Okay, and they handed the baton over to the next generation, like Sir. Although they haven't made it official yet, I always call him Sir Leonard Lewis, the last prior to Usyk, undisputed. That man is not. They should give him more props than they do. He should be knighted. He should be knighted.
No joke. Real fighter. Real fighter. We're gonna leave it there. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and comment.
And subscribe and tell a friend, and we're here.
And if you hit the notification button, you'll get the notification.
Definitely. And what should we do?
Should they give us a follow?
Should we give the follow?
Most definitely.
Why should we give the follow?
Because we give it to you here undiluted, straight.
Straight. Yeah, straight.
We're here.
And we out.
13th and the final round. Hit them up, man.
That's it.